Hello, getting ready to prepare the egg roll. So here you go. So this is one of the wrappers, my little brush to keep them moist at the edges. And it's going to be really quick. Of course, you remember seeing that last night. This is it. And I'm going to wrap them for you to see how it's done. So about that, sometimes I'm heavy-handed, I'm generous. So when I do that, so can you see this? We go this way. I'm rolling it up, as you can see, then I bring the edges in and again roll. I like using just water to keep them moist, and there you go. And this is it. Now I have some ready to go. Over here you will see that old-fashioned pot. Where is it? I'm showing you the old-fashioned pot. I can't show you the old-fashioned pot. Here it is. Here, right here. So it's not quite ready yet. Sometimes I just drop a little bit of a broken wrapper in there to test it. Not ready. So I'll continue wrapping. I have all of these to do. So it's a lot more. I'm only doing a few today just to test everything. As you can see, so there I am with that. One of these days, my son is bringing me one of those camera for my head. I'm going to have so much fun with that. He's coming tomorrow, and I'm doing there's so many to do. I think I have about 400 to do because I have to give other family members. Look at the size of that pan, right? So I'm on it tonight. And I'm using the smaller pot as you can see. So if you look, I don't know if you can see the pot. Some of it's starting to smoke a little. So that's where I'm going to just drop a couple in before I have to turn the fan on. And when the fan goes on, it's like a jet thing. So it's bubbling. So I'm waiting for it to bubble a little bit more. Those of you who haven't seen the mixture, that's what it looks like. I did that yesterday. And this is some of them that I've already rolled. So it's ready to go, and it's smoking, so I'm going to test it. I'm just putting one in. Yeah, and they don't take long to, because everything is cooked, and it's just the wrapper that's going to be prepared, right? So the first thing we do, our rack, is over here. For the rack, I use a towel so that I do not have so much to do with cleaning everything else with the grease from that. As you can see, here is the towel. Put the rack on. Everything is close when you're doing it because I go left to right. Wrapper, filling it, moving this way. So I work left to right all the time. And so once that is ready, it's a little bit, it's not as hot as it could be. I'm going to put it on paper towels over the rack so most of it gets sucked up. I don't know who's watching. Oh, hi, sis. I did that last night and you didn't see. You were sleeping, soundly sleeping. So I'm going to do another wrapper. See? There are various sizes. I like that size. And I'm very generous with my feeling. It's not like what you buy in the store at all. And then, so that's what it looks like. And we have chicken, shrimp, carrot, bean sprouts, onion, garlic, cabbage, and waiting for this to go a little bit hotter. And as soon as it gets hot, I'm going to stop the video and turn off the fan, turn on the fan, because it's going to be noisy, so you won't hear me. So you keep the wrappers moist on a moist towel. I enjoy cooking, you guys know that. So this is the second part. The first part of the video is on. A little bit of this. Normally, you know what I do? I do it outside. I do it in the spring. And I will do all the wrapping early, all of the wrappings. And then if it's summer and my family wants it, I do it outside and they're all sitting there. And as soon as they come off the thing and they're nice and hot and bubbly, they're eating. They're having it right away. More wrapper, water, moisten the edges. You can do it with anything. You know you can do it with beef, but you must drain it. The trick about out of that is to do it the day before. Let it sit overnight in the fridge. It's cold. I have a fridge downstairs, a big size fridge to store things like that. So it should be half done already, but I didn't wait for the oil to. So it's not quite. Hi Kia, I'm making egg rolls. So this is the stuffing: shrimps, chicken, carrot, cabbage, green onion, garlic, yellow onions, and bean sprouts. And they look like this, and very soon you will see when they come out. So this is the wrapper I use. I moisten the edge of the wrapper. I showed that to you guys in the beginning of the video. And now I use a spoon. About that goes in. Generous. Be generous when you're cooking for family. As a matter of fact, always be generous when you're cooking. The best part of cooking is watching people eat. See? If you want to see me wrap one, I can move. Can you see me wrapping it? Maybe you can. So, wrapper. They are sitting on moist towels to keep the edges moist. They're so thin, right? They dry up really fast. So sometimes you have to, see they're getting brown. It's just, my family does not like it too brown. So, what you get in the store when they look burnt, my family would not have that. They would say, oh, it's burnt. And so I have all of that to do. So I'll be on it for hours. But I love doing it. And I'll put music on. I might follow Stacy and Yuko and have a glass of wine while I'm doing it. So here you go. Okay, so I'm going to take those out because they're ready. When you take them out, you have to, you don't fry in. If you want something, if you want it to be greasy, then you don't use a lot of oil. But if you have a whole pot of oil, it does not get greasy. So those will never be greasy. Oops. So here they are. See? Perfect. And they'll drain on the towel on the rack, as you can see. I'll show you. So that's them on the rack. See, can you see the rack? I don't know. I can't see anything anymore. That's why I need. See them here? Yeah, you can see a little. So you notice it's bubbling again. So I'm only going to give it a few minutes to bubble and put them in. Sometimes they open up like this, and you have to be careful because that means when it gets into the oil, it's going to open up, and you don't want to be screwing up. So it's ready to go. It's crackling. So here we go. Gently. You don't drop it. You put it in gently. See how it's bubbling? So I will not put another one to go over, and then I'll have a little disaster. So I'm going to let that go because it's time to turn on the stove, the fan. I only have 2 of these left, so I'll do them for you guys. So if you have never done this, it's not hard to do. You know what takes time? Preparing the vegetables. Ooh. And you can do it if you're, and then of course your flavor is, I like seasoning. We use a lot, not too much spice. So I don't really like the spice. My son does, and for that they add the spice to the dip. If they want to have, you can do a balsamic dip, and that is usually nice. So because it's like this, I'm going to put this one in the middle. See what happens? It goes right up. One more, and then adios amigos, I post it later. And then I have to get cracking. But if you want to ever learn, you guys can get the ingredients and I can cook with you if you want to try to do egg roll. It's a treat for the family. It's not hard, it's not difficult. It takes a little time. And when it's crunchy like that, ooh, they can eat it so fast. So that's it. So just in case you didn't see them done, they look like that. And if I bite it, it's hot, right? So I'm going to bite one. Here. Really delicious. So, thank you. Okay, guys. Bye, guys.